What's up guys, welcome back to Honest Muscle. In this video, I just want to talk about basically easy ways to increase your calories on a vegan or plant-based diet. And this is purely because generally when people do bodybuilding, if they ever consider the vegan diet, they'll probably moan a little that they have to eat more food to get bigger, and that's a bit annoying and can be a bit of a pain in the ass to be munching on beans and whatever it is you eat to get protein all day.
Anything, bready stuff.
So the easy way to get around that basically is to basically add smoothies into your daily diet. So how we would do it, I'll let Dave tell you.
So basically we have 2 smoothies throughout the day, and then we have 2 big meals throughout the day. Obviously cook the meals how big you'd like it to be, or if it's just a normal meal you'd have, and just have it like that, and then we have 2 smoothies, like I said before, and then you can describe what you have in yours, and I'll describe what I have in mine.
Yeah, so in the morning, I won't have too much in my morning smoothie, so I basically have a morning smoothie instead of protein porridge, so I use the exact same ingredients except all the ingredients go into a blender, just because it's quicker to prepare and it's quicker to obviously eat or drink before work. Obviously if you prefer to actually make porridge, you can do the same, so the ingredients I would use would just be a cup of oats, an average sized banana, then I put in a scoop of vegan blend protein powder, and either almond milk or soy milk. I usually put about 300 ml of that, and that's my morning smoothie. And then lunchtime I'll have my first proper meal of the day, so actual edible meal with a fork, not just drinking this down. So usually recently we've been having a lot of soy mince, just to get the protein in, get the protein a bit higher. So you can just have beans at lunch, but
it's more convenient to have soy mince because obviously you don't have to soak it, but because you have to soak a lot of pulses such as black-eyed beans or kidney beans, stuff like that. Lentils you have to soak overnight too, and that's obviously like if you forget to soak it and you just suddenly just put it in one time, then your stomach's gonna pay for it. Like,
yeah, the prep's a bit long basically with beans, but also beans is a bit more carby. The carbs to protein ratio isn't as good as soy mince. Soy mince is actually closer to normal meat, I suppose, in terms of how much protein you get per 100. But of course it does still come with a little bit of carbs. You can't really avoid that with vegan food or plant-based. So generally we'll have a soy mince curry for our first meal of the day. So as I said, to start the day with your breakfast smoothie, lunchtime around 1 o'clock, your first meal, which as I said, soy mince curry has been what we've been having. And then the next meal will be a smoothie, and this will be post-workout. And like I said earlier, I was only joking, but people don't really want to be munching on beans all day. So the way to get around that is, what we do is, obviously we said we have to soak beans when you cook them, so you soak a big batch, a massive bowl of them, and then what I'll do is I'll cook them all in a big pot the next day, all of them literally together, and then I usually want to put them into serving size bags, so I weigh each bag. Generally I have about 150 grams of beans in a bag. And then I chuck all these bags in the freezer, so every day when it comes to having my post-workout smoothie, instead of eating these beans, I just take a bag out, dip it in my NutriBullet cup or whatever blender you use, and that's my beans for the day, every day, just in that smoothie. I know 150 grams isn't going to be all the beans you eat, it just depends on what your diet is. You might have beans in your curry, or you might not have a curry, you might have just beans and potatoes, whatever it is you have. This is just the way I use to get around munching all day, because I don't like eating all day.
Exactly, but I do it a little bit differently how I soak my beans. I obviously do like a big batch like Joe does whenever he cooks them for like a whole hour, isn't it? That's what he did. Yeah. But what I do is I get a big bag and I put it all in there. It's a bit annoying at the same time, because when it freezes it can be a bit hard to obviously get the bits you need, but once you make it all separate and you just weigh it out, then it saves you a lot of bag. I feel like it's a bit more convenient for me, but obviously it's different for certain people.
So basically what you're trying to say is you don't bother weighing out serving size bags, you just check once it's all cooked, put them all into a big bag and then weigh it every day instead of weighing each bag. You can do it that way.
That's how I do it. I just try and get as much as I can done out of the bag so I don't have to do it as many times again. That's what I try and do. Because I think the last time I did was over a week ago, because that's how much I use, and I'm still using some now, so it's good. That works for me.
So in the post-workout smoothie, like I said, put beans in there so you don't have to eat them. And then if you put in some peanut butter, sorry, I'm just looking at my list because I know off the top of my head usually when I'm doing it, but when I have to think and say it, it's easiest written down. So I'll put in some beans, and the beans, well, I know I said beans again and again, but the beans is for protein and carbs. That's the main thing you're getting from beans. So then I'll add in some protein powder, of course, to get protein. That's what it is. And then I'll chuck in some peanut butter. So peanut butter is going to add in some protein and a lot of healthy fats. So that's the point of the peanut butter. You can also add in hemp seeds. That's going to increase your protein again and also healthy fats and give you some omega-3s. And then what I always put in my smoothies, and I forgot to mention earlier actually, it goes in my breakfast as well, is some berries.
That was more
which is pretty important. It's very important because it gets your antioxidants in for the day. I usually use blueberries, but David will usually use summer berries, isn't it?
Summer fruits.
Just
like
a mixed berry
ones.
pack. So that's important because you get your antioxidants that way. It obviously keeps you a bit healthy. So the other thing is I put into post-workout is banana, and of course this is just carbs, and it adds to flavour and makes it taste nicer.
If you can really be bothered like with bananas, if you want it to taste better, I don't even do it, but if you want it to taste better, you can like freeze your bananas as well, and obviously try and blend it and it makes it nice and creamy.
But peel them first.
Yeah, obviously don't do it when it's got skin on
Yeah,
them.
don't put them in the skin because it fucks them up.
Because then you definitely can't peel them when it's frozen.
But it's not even that, they actually go fucking disgusting inside. I've seen my other brother do it and it ain't right. So yeah, just to go through that again. Post-workout smoothie, so beans, protein powder, peanut butter, hemp seeds, some fruits or berries, whatever berries you fancy, bananas, and then to top it off just put in some almond milk or soy milk, or you can even use water if you don't want to use milk.
If it's still, you find it's too thick, even just a purely almond milk itself, I sometimes put more water in so it's not too thick, so you can drink it quite quick, because I notice sometimes I have to do it, because otherwise it's just gonna feel like I'm drinking like fucking, fluff or something. So
just it goes a bit gloopy, doesn't it really? A bit lumpy, and I find with mine it's always perfect. I don't have to add water. It's just I've always got just the right amount. But yeah, just that's pretty much the video. Like obviously following that smoothie, I'll have our last meal. So the last meal will just be the exact same meal as we had at lunchtime, because we're quite boring like that. But we want prep to be simple and easy. We don't want it to be something that's going to be a pain in the ass every time and you get put off. So if you keep it simple and keep it more of the same and just switch it every time you cook, so every time you cook something different, do it that way.
But if you can be bothered, then you can do like one different meal for each meal.
Yeah,
that's just long doing that for us anyway.
It's your own choice. We don't fancy it, so that's pretty much the video. So how to naturally easily increase your calories, basically bang smoothies in there because it stops you munching all day. So if you think about it, if you didn't have those smoothies, you'd be eating, we're already eating 2 meals, you probably have to eat I'd say another 4 meals to match it.
Also
that's what we have with smoothies, which to me is a bit annoying.
We have we didn't mention something like about having bananas and apples as well, even more bananas or apples, just to feel like if you need to like savour on something
throughout the day,
bad.
Snack on,
yeah, not chocolates or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the video wrapped up. Hopefully it was informative. Nothing too exciting in this video, but stuff like that's really important with vegan bodybuilding. Just makes life a little bit easier, makes it a bit more motivating to do when you know it's not going to be so difficult. And it does definitely give you results because we've been doing this now. Well, I've been vegan almost 2 years actually.
You have been vegan 2 years. I haven't yet, but
end of February I would have been vegan 2 years, and I've had smoothies ever since, and it seems to be working for me. So yeah, there you go.
Just remember, you have to go vegan!